Hello everybody and welcome back to another Hof Bergmann Explained video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the new goose fattening area that is a part of the 1.2 update to Hof Bergmann. If we take a look at the PDA, we're going to find that the goose fattening area is going to be associated with Farmland ID 58, and it's going to be in the new southern expansion of the map. We can buy this farmland for $542,072. This particular area holds 3 fattening barns, if you will, and each of these barns is going to be able to hold a total of 200 geese. Now the geese are going to be able to be purchased either here at the barn themselves, or we can come over here to our animal dealer and purchase them directly. If we should choose to purchase them directly, we're going to be able to use an animal trailer like the LSFM Innovations animal trailer that is a part of the Hof Bergmann map. And in order to do that, we just pull up to our trailer, we toggle over here to select our geese, and we can put a total of 76 geese in this trailer. Coming back over to our fattening pen, the geese are also going to accept straw, and therefore they will also produce some manure. If we're going to feed them straw or provide them straw, we're going to be able to do that inside of each particular building. And then the food troughs are going to be located here on the opposite side at the silo. As far as what food do the geese eat, well, taking a look at our animal food overview screen, you'll see the geese are good with oats for 100 or 1,000% of their food source, or wheat, barley, maize, or sorghum for then 80% of their food source. So they do prefer oats for maximum effectiveness. We have a straw storage over here at the goose area, and it's good for a total of 200 bales. And we have an area here for our manure to be stored. Now, I do believe that our manure is going to spawn actually inside of each building, and we'll have to come in and collect that, and then we can put it in the manure heap, ultimately for storage, and then later collection. Now, geese are a fattening animal, or they are basically a meat animal, and to that such, they reproduce and are profitable by either selling the reproduced geese or processing them at the new slaughterhouse, which is also here at the fattening area. Now, should you be a little squeamish with respect to simulated blood, well, then you may not want to pay too much attention to this next particular segment. We're going to find the geese slaughterhouse inside of this shed here. We're going to come to the left double doors, and when we do that, we're going to have our drop-off point for our geese. We can have a total of 60 geese in this holding pen at any one point in time. We have our activation icon there for our goose butcher. And then we're going to get, as a result of our geese butchering, we're going to get geese meat in 250-liter trays. And we can store this in a chiller that's conveniently located right next to the butchery. And the chiller is going to be able to hold a total of 56 totes of goose meat. In addition to goose meat, we're also going to get goose feathers, and they appear in 500-liter quantities of bags. And then we have, as a final byproduct, we're going to have slaughterhouse waste. Again, if you're a little squeamish, you may not want to pay too much attention to this, but that's going to spawn in 1,000-liter totes, and we have our slaughterhouse waste there. Now, the easiest way I feel in order to get our sheep, or not our sheep, our goats, not our goats, our geese into the slaughterhouse here is to use this cool new little push trailer, which could be also attached to our e-mule. It's going to transport a total of 9 geese at a time. And all we need to do is push that up to our area here and unload it into the slaughterhouse. Once we do that, we can activate our butcher. And you can see for every 6 geese, we're going to get 300 units of goose meat, 100 units of feathers, and 100 units of slaughterhouse waste. So for every 60 geese that we run through our butcher, we're going to get 1 tote of slaughterhouse waste. Now, what can we do with the output? Well, we can sell the goose meat, and we can sell the feathers, and we can actually even sell the slaughterhouse meat. Take a look at our prices screen. You'll see here under our miscellaneous category, we have goose feathers. Currently in October, we've got a price of $9,358 per 1,000 liters. So we can half that, and that's what we're going to get per bag of goose feathers. On easy economy, it looks like our best time to sell that is going to be in January. Our goose meat can be sold at the beer tavern. If we built out the local farm shop, we could sell it there, the village shop, or the supermarket. Again, this price is at 1,000 liters, and our totes are 1/4 of that. So 4 totes is what we're going to get here for our price there. $7,623 is the best price option also. And then as far as our slaughterhouse waste, well, while it doesn't show any locations, we can take our slaughterhouse waste to the animal shelter that is in the new western expansion of the map. And we're going to get a little bit of money for that, but not a whole lot. So we're looking like the best price so far has been $306 per 1,000 liters. Now, where can you find the animal shelter? Well, we're going to find it here on the map. Again, it's in the western expansion, and it's going to be located right here. We're going to have our dump point for our animal shelter right there. We do have the ability to sell bales here as well. And overall, we will get a little bit of manure over time also that we can collect from our animals here at the animal shelter. Now let's take a look at the shop and see where we picked up some of this custom machinery. We come down here to our animal transport. That's where we're going to find the LSFM animal transport trailer. That's going to be good for all the animals that are on the Hof Bergmann map, including geese. Or we come to the miscellaneous category, or easily or enough, over to the mods and DLC section, Hof Bergmann map. And from here, we're going to find the E-Mule, really great electric utility vehicle. And it's going to have the ability to transport the goods transport wagon, good for transporting our pallets or totes of goose meat, feathers, and slaughterhouse waste. We can use the goose transport wagon in order to transport geese as well. I'll demonstrate that here in a moment. Now, it's a dolly trailer, so it might not be the best choice with respect to backing into the slaughterhouse. Or we can use the Hof Bergmann animal trailer, which I just demonstrated. It can be attached to the E-Mule, or we can just push it around. Here I've got our E-Mule, again hooked up to the animal transport trailer. We just pull this up, and this particular trailer is going to hold a fair number of geese, 12. But again, since it is a dolly trailer, it may not be the best choice with respect to unloading here at the butcher, because again, we're going to have to back into that particular location. And that's where using the smaller trailer may be a better option. Again, because we can just kind of push it around and we can attach to it. And we might find this a lot easier to drive than the other dolly trailer. Now, as far as the other buildings here at the goose fattening, this is simply the same as this building with the cooler and the butcher removed. So we have the cooler area and then the butchery area, but these are non-functional, at least with the 1.2 update. So guys, that is pretty much everything you're going to need to know with respect to our goose fattening here on Hof Bergmann 1.2. Love to know your thoughts down in the comments below with respect to this new feature that has been added to Hof Bergmann. And until next time, happy farming.